Breaking news. Big One fears, cluster of earthquakes strike off West Coast. Scientists issue warning. A cluster of earthquakes have shaken the seabed off the U.S. West Coast, sparking fears the Big One could be even more devastating than previously predicted when it does strike. Scientists have detected a cluster of 11 recent earthquakes off the West Coast, 5 of which struck in just the last 24 hours. The quakes shook the sea 126 miles, 203 kilometers, off the coast of Crescent City, California. The tremors, which range in magnitude from 2.8 to 5.6 on the Richter scale, occurred some 6 miles, 10 kilometers, underwater on the seabed at the Juan de Fuca tectonic plate. This area forms part of the Cascadia subduction zone, which runs from northern California to the Canadian region of British Columbia, and is considered just as infamous as the San Andreas Fault by experts. Previous studies have warned the Cascadia zone has the potential to deliver an earthquake even stronger than the one predicted to devastate the area above the San Andreas one. A full rupture along the 650-mile-long, 1,000 kilometers, offshore fault could trigger a 9.0 magnitude earthquake, which would be followed by a horrifying tsunami, according to seismologists. The Big One, a huge earthquake expected to occur in the future along the San Andreas Fault, could be of magnitude 8 or greater. The Juan de Fuca tectonic plate is considered dangerous because it is under constant strain from the neighboring Pacific plate, which for the last 300 years has been pushing it beneath it, creating the Cascadia subduction zone. Scientists expect the Juan de Fuca will eventually be pushed underneath the North America plate, where Canada and the U.S. sit, causing the region to sink at least 6 feet. This movement could trigger one of the biggest earthquakes ever recorded in history, seismologists said. Chris Goldfinger, a professor of geophysics at Oregon State University, told CNN, Cascadia can make an earthquake almost 30 times more energetic than the San Andreas to start with. Then it generates a tsunami at the same time, which the side-by-side motion of the San Andreas can't do. Despite sparking fears, the latest cluster striking the area didn't bring the United States Geological Survey, USGS, to issue a warning, as the institute doesn't believe they pose a risk of tsunami. Don Blakeman, a geophysicist at the National Earthquake Information Center, said quakes of this caliber are not serious, and occur fairly often off the coast. The largest of the earthquakes occurred at 7:44 am local time, 3:44 p.m. BST, on 24th of July. Earthquakes of similar magnitudes on the Richter scale are categorized as causing damage of varying severity to poorly constructed buildings.